magnificent. Good morning, Colonel, sir. Fine bright today. I hear down at the village, prices is picking up, and it's a big year for cotton.
And heroic, a charismatic superstar who leapt on the screen. Men wanted to be like him and women wanted to be with him. But in real life, he was complicated, longing for recognition as both an actor and writer. Devilishly handsome and charming, he was a risk-taker who flouted society's conventions and inevitably landed in trouble. For him, life was a series of adventures. Making movies was one.
Well, this is Colonel Braxton Beauregard Burlique the Fifth, adventurer, treasure hunter, swashbuckler extraordinaire, at your service, madam. Well, tonight's topic is going to be on, I guess you could say, low-end World War II collecting and what y'all can do. And I thought I'd just grab a couple pieces and just kind of, throw them out there and kind of explain to the studio. Well, I don't have a studio audience. All the people out there, internet land there. If you're looking for military items that aren't going to cost a lot of money, at least up into recent times, I think U.S. field equipment is an area. It was cheap for quite some time. I noticed prices are starting to go up. But like this piece, for example, I've had this for years. This is like a lower pack that goes on a field pack. What I like about these, look at that old U.S. script there. Even though I'm a Southerner, I like some of the old stuff. Unless, of course, what beats it, of course, is Confederate out of the Civil War. But look at this piece here. I mean, look at that. It has right there. It has the name of the company. I mean, and it has when it was made. And it actually, usually they would have just a year listed. This one actually says manufactured in 1942. There was every little company in U.S. of A. got contracts to make different things for the military, and this is one of them. And a lot of this stuff is now being reproduced, especially by the Chinese. But if you get an older item and has a nice platina to it, like this piece here, that's authentic. Although that's not to say somebody couldn't take a Chinese piece and age it. If you get out there and look, you can find there's so many different variations of U.S. field equipment from World War II that it's amazing. And a lot of these pieces, I haven't priced these, but they're certainly, if you shop around, I think you could find something like this for under $50. More pristine examples, probably more. If it has a stencil, some unit on, I think it would be more money. But that's just a good piece there. I think a good solid piece. You could even assemble perhaps a field equipment display of everything that was in the pack for a U.S. combat infantryman. But that's just something I thought I'd show you all. Let me see what else I got here. I just pulled a few things out of the cobwebs here. Here's something else. I'm just pulling them out from the other room. Here's something else. They made millions of these. Now that's not on right. What the hell? Okay. In fact, they still make a version of this today. But this particular one is from 1944. The company, I don't know if you can see it. The company name is there, and you have the year under that. This one here, I didn't clean it up. It's 1944. They made literally millions of these. These are still common. You can still find these today. People have them laying around. And like I said, the modern version looks identical to that except for the date. And this is a bonus. This one actually came with a knife. I wish I had a knife here with it. But no, I have a fork and I have a spoon. And they're marked US, although there's no years on these. I don't think I've seen ones with years on. But I mean, that's a cheap, low-end collectible you can get. You might want to look around for the different manufacturers. There's literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different companies that made this field equipment, including the mess kits and everything else. And literally just a few dollars. Let me just put this back here. And another area, hang on. Another area that I like is, I like these aircraft gauges. Sometimes you can find these at decent prices. I like them. This one's a compass. I don't think this is World War II. I think this was later. And they got markings. You got the model number. Sometimes you have the date on here. If you hold this thing up a bit, it will actually, it still works. It will tell you what direction that you're all pointing at. Interesting piece. You can get these for probably less than $50. And then here's something else, a radio altitude thing, I guess. That's something to do, your radio direction thing, I'm not sure. This one's interesting. It's got the Navy US mark on it. Again, I don't think this is World War II. I think I did see them. Oh, there's a stamp. It's probably a testing stamp indicating 1949. So this would have been going up to the Korean War. Interesting thing. I like this one here, probably $40 or less. So there are some low-end militaria items you all can collect, and just trying to kind of give you some different ideas other than that Nazi stuff. You got to worry about the fakes, and that's an altogether different topic in itself. So anyway, that was just a quick little video I've done. I'm going to hit the sign off here, boy. Well, this is Colonel Braxton Beauregard Burlique the Fifth, adventurer, treasure hunter, swashbuckler extraordinaire, signing off. Goodbye, y'all.